Eli täällä Amusan haastattelussa Michael Winslow. So, how are you doing, Mr. Winslow?
I am great. I just got here. We got off the ferry boat, and the ferry is pretty angry. But we just got off the boat, and it was it's great. I've only been here a couple of hours, and I'm loving it. I'm already comfortable.
Okay, well then first things first, you're here on your Sound Adventure tour. Can you tell us a little bit about what this tour is about?
The tour is about adventures and what you hear on your adventure, what you hear on your way. The Sound Adventure really is literally that. It's the sounds that you make to create your own soundtrack, to be your own movie, basically, because we have a soundtrack every day in our lives. It's called life. So the sounds you make and the sounds that you remain in your mind are part of your education experience, a part of the movie in your life.
Okay. Well, you're known as the man of 10,000 sound effects. Yeah. How accurate is this number?
Well, now it's inaccurate because we're working on the next set of 10,000.
Oh.
Because the previous set, that was the Spaceballs movie and the police academies and all the films and things I've done in multiple different countries and everything else. So those are all sitting in a computer drive someplace in someone's archive.
Okay.
So I'm working on the sounds of life. So the next 10,000 sounds are evolving as we go.
Wow. Okay. Well, most people say they sound different inside of their own head. So what kind of steps are there in learning and mastering a new sound effect?
Well, part of it is getting over the shock of hearing your own voice. That's the first problem. The first problem is getting over the shock of hearing yourself, because most people don't like the sound of their own voices. And that makes me think, well, is there a way that you can evolve so that you like the sound of your voice, so hopefully everyone else will like it too? We don't realize that we actually sound pretty good. We're too critical. I think we're too critical of ourselves. That's why people don't like to make sounds, even though everyone can.
Okay.
They just don't want to share.
You think so?
Yeah. Everyone makes sounds. Everyone has a skill set.
Okay, then what made you choose to imitate inanimate objects as opposed to people?
They don't argue with you, unless you make them argue. They don't give you a hard time unless they fall on the floor and break. Inanimate objects are good because you can give them characters, and thanks to the new software and the new apps and the new stuff with today's technology, you could probably make it talk on camera. So the new technology finally caught up to me.
Okay. Then what were some of the first sound effects you did?
One of the first sounds.
That's a jet.
Yes. That was one of the first ones because we lived on an Air Force base, so of course I heard that. The other thing is when we were traveling, I heard a lot of me. Somebody's coming.
Yeah, no problem.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. Actually, I was just going to ask you, do you ever play with people's minds by doing a surprising sound effect here and there?
I've already gotten in trouble here in this hotel, and having that horse lamp downstairs really helped too. I've already started. I've been told not to do that anymore.
Okay.
So I have to be very careful in public places and not start too much trouble.
Can you do the machine gun sound in Police Academy?
I've been asked to never do that.
Okay. Yeah.
And plus, I'm in a foreign country, and I want to be a welcome guest. So I have to kind of cool it. And believe it or not, parents actually reminded me that I have a responsibility with a lot of this. So some stuff I cannot do because children will get the wrong idea.
Okay.
So sometimes you really have to bear in mind that we affect our environment.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's a positive effect.
Yeah, I see.
If nothing else, a playful effect.
Okay. Then how much do you have to consciously protect your instrument? Can you perform while under the weather?
I would prefer not to at all. I won't. I mean, I've been given a wonderful gift of an instrument, and I don't want to damage it. Even if somebody else wants me to, the answer is still going to be no.
Yeah. So do you have to not talk for extended periods
Most
of
of
time?
the day, I don't talk very much. I keep it a very measured tone.
Okay.
You gotta understand, this is not easy.
Yeah, I see. Then you have 4 Finnish shows coming up in 4 days in Kuopio, Helsinki, Turku and Tampere. But how will you be spending time between them?
Travel. I think this is not a vacation. I want to make sure that I reach the audiences, and because my job is to help everyone forget about the event for an hour. So we will travel. We will go where we need to go, and we'll take the hours. Because it takes a long time to travel between. And then you have to prepare the show. Then there's pre-production. Then there's sound. So it really is an artwork. So I'm going to be spending my time pretty much active and learning as I go. We learn by doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe this is your 3rd or 4th time in Finland?
I think it's my 4th time. The first time I came here a few years back, I think I was opening for Whitesnake at a computer tech conference.
Cool.
I couldn't believe it. I'm going, what am I doing here with Whitesnake?
Yeah.
So I made sure I was louder than them.
Okay. Okay. Well, how well do you think people recognize you on the streets here, or how has the reception been?
Pretty well, actually. The reception's been pretty well. People, I was on the ferry boat coming from Estonia to here. He goes, Michael Winslow, noise guy. And she's behind the counter cooking. She goes, watch out, meatballs. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, my witty friend told me to ask you this. How does one win slow?
By breaking the rules in an organized fashion, slowly and carefully, and remembering the information.
Great. Then I have...
Everybody makes noises.
Yeah. I have 2 questions left. First of all, I searched the internet, and even Wikipedia didn't show what the situation was with the Police Academy 8. So can you shed some light on this?
From what little I do know, New Line Cinema has it. Police Academy 8 is in development, and they have hired 2 comedians from the Comedy Central network in the U.S. named Key and Peele. So they'll be helping them put it together and work on it pretty soon. I'm wishing them good luck. I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Okay. Then lastly, well, you already kind of did, but can you give us a sound effect or 2 to cap things off?
Can I?
Give us a sound effect or 2 to cap things off?
Well, we already have that, but
yeah.
I'll tell you what, since it is kind of cold out here, let's turn the heat up a little bit. Just
Power level 9.
This is good. This is good. This is good. I'll see you at the show.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Winslow.
You're welcome, man. Good to see you.